Welcome back to the Handlebar Garden.
What's up? Oh, we've already said that, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But that's what we're
Showing
going
your age.
to kind of talk about some old stuff.
Yeah.
Ready?
Some cheesy stuff.
Cheesy. Today, top 10 plus honorable mentions. Top 10 biker movies of all time.
In our opinion, anyway.
In our opinion. And our opinion may or may not agree here.
I'm sure it
But
won't.
we're kind of doing some wintertime blues too.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We'll get to that. Hey, this is Tony. Hey, if you don't care, be sure to subscribe, like, notification bell, run on over to Facebook and join a little group there. And we'll try to get you some quality content. Yeah, that's it. Get ready. Welcome back. All right, top 10 movies.
Yep, top 10 biker movies.
Biker movies,
To get you through the winter.
Get you through the winter.
If you live in an area where you get snow and ice and all that.
You know, they give the predictions today, or like yesterday. One of the news things here said on the plateau we're going to be a little bit more than average. I think it was 8 to 18 inches this year altogether.
Altogether, not at one time.
No, hopefully not at one time, but I mean.
We're not in Colorado. We should be all right.
So, yeah. Anyway, it's our top 10. And like he said, and I may or may not, well, we just hashed it out. We'll talk about it as we go. We'll start number 10, I reckon.
Yep.
This is not good grammar. But I'm going to say me and Will, or me and Will from 1999.
Well, that's kind of one for the ladies.
Yeah.
That's two women. They ride bikes and meet each other in some kind of rehab. It's one of those cheesy movies. They decide one of them knows where the Captain America bike's at, and it may still have money in the gas tank.
Yeah.
So they decide they're going to go find it. So that's their adventure cross country to find the bike.
Yep. That's why it's on number 10, right?
Yep.
But now I do like cheesy stuff. I will say that. I cheesy jokes, love them. Love them. Just. Oh, I can't think they call them dad jokes now.
Yeah.
So
Bad jokes.
dad jokes. So that brings us to number 9.
Number 9. The Wild One.
1953.
And most people would probably put that higher up on the list because, I mean, it's a classic.
Yeah. It don't really get, well, being that's number 9 on the list, it don't get more classic than that, I don't guess. But.
Yeah, black and white, Marlon Brando when he was young. And
so.
I guess right around the time that he actually was just the breakout big star at the time. So they stuck him on a Triumph and kind of made him the anti-hero.
So, yeah, and like I said, maybe that needs, I don't know. Anyway, we're just doing 10 movies.
Well, I was just going to do 5, and I thought,
yeah.
There's too many. Even, really, we could have done the top 20.
Yeah, if you want to get deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was based on actual events that happened in Hollister.
Right.
Which.
So he knows all this stuff, people. He remembers this. I can watch a movie, and I promise you in 2 days, I forgot it. I couldn't tell you actors' names. I can't tell you or nothing.
Well, I'm a fountain of useless information.
Oh. Just like I'm a collector of fine collectibles. Heard that before, ain't you?
Yeah, if it's nothing important, I can remember pretty easy. Yeah, Hollister, which is sort of what kicked off the whole bad reputation for anybody on a bike. It was a big party they had. And the news media, of course, had to blow it out of proportion.
Even back then.
Yeah.
Even back then.
And then Hollywood made their movie, put their spin on it. which it was the Hollywood spin.
Yep.
The actual guy that was supposed to have been like the behind the scenes guy, sort of I forget what they're called, and keeping stuff accurate of what it was.
It wouldn't be a grip.
No.
No,
I can't think what that's called.
accurate. He says that word.
Like their consultant or whatever it is.
Consultant, yeah.
He was, I think he might have been a member of the Booze Fighters. Anyway, he ended up getting drunk, getting put in jail when it's time for the filming to start. So he wasn't there, I don't think, to kind of say, hey, no, that wasn't. So it was, Hollywood blown out of proportion, but when it's a classic movie,
Yep.
Everybody should see it.
Yep, I agree.
Even if you don't ride.
Yep. Number 8.
CC and Company.
1971.
Joe Namath and Margaret.
I would think everybody's seen this movie.
Surely.
I mean, yeah. So.
And anybody that's a fan of the Rob Zombie stuff with Sid Hagel, I think's his name,
Okay.
or something like that. Played the clown in all the House of a Thousand Corpse stuff. He was on it way back then, and he was bald then too.
Trivia.
Yep. Just in case anybody wondered. But yeah, that's CC and Company. That's something that's another one of those, like you said, early 70s, Hollywood still getting their spin on the biker world.
Yep. Just trying to make $1.
Yeah.
Trying to make $1. Or to at 10. Number 7 is from 1993. Getting a little more modern here.
Yeah.
Well, some of you younger people wouldn't call that modern, but Ride with the Wind. Personally, just to be honest with you, never seen it.
Never seen that one.
Never seen it.
That's Craig T. Nelson.
I don't know who that
TV
is.
show coach.
Okay.
Yep, he's on it.
Okay.
He's a dirt bike racer.
I know one that's not on this list now. That's probably going to. Oh,
So,
no.
there may be a part 2 to this video.
Oh, no. Okay. I'll forget it. So.
Yeah, he gets busted up and he's in the hospital. He meets a kid that's got a lot of health problems and they become buddies. And I mean, it's a real feel good movie.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, because he.
I'll just be honest with you. I'll watch a movie and we'll just talk about movies at work and they're just talking about it and I'm sitting there thinking, I don't even remember the name and don't remember what the plot was or not. I mean, I'm not a big movie buff, I guess. I can sit and watch them, but I fall asleep a lot, And if you go to the movies and watch it, man, it's like an $8 nap. It's like, it shouldn't be that way.
That's where you go to the nice theaters that's got the reclining chairs.
Oh, yeah.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah, I will. Number 6. Roadside Prophets, 1992. Mike and I have talked about this one a few times. I've seen bits and parts of this one. Mike, he's the buff here. He's man, I cannot believe this. That I'm trying not to forget what that is.
Roadside Prophets, that's more on the comedy side.
Right.
Guy meets this other guy at work. They go out for a beer. The guy's playing a video game, gets electrocuted. Finds out he don't have any family or something. They end up cremating him. He puts the ashes in a gas tank and he's going out to some place called El Dorado that the guy had told him about how it was this big awesome place. And it's just a goofy adventure of him trying to get there and meeting all these different people. Arlo Guthrie's in the movie.
Arlo.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. You can see who the movie buff is, right? Number 5. We ready for this? The Hard Ride. Back to 71.
Yeah. Back to 70s.
I have seen this one.
It's a hard movie to find. I think YouTube actually has it, but you gotta watch it in like little bits and pieces, like 10 minutes at a time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Vietnam era. Guy's best friend gets killed, and he goes and he leaves him his bike. But if he don't want it, he needs to go to the club that he ran around with and give it to them, but get them to come to the funeral, and it's just okay. It's a big adventure. You know, some of your classic '70s stuff.
All right, we're going to get into this number 4, and this is where
Most people won't agree.
This is where you're going to get your comments. So with me saying that, I don't understand, but I do. I don't understand why what's on my mind is not even on this list. But we'll get to that here in a few minutes. And I'm really disappointed that it's not on this list. As a matter of fact, I'm liable to throw this list away and make it where I want it to be. This number 4 is from 1969. It would be Easy Rider.
And most everybody would think this should be number one.
It's
That's
your
like
most iconic movie.
Your classic rock stations, when they do like their big countdown, it's usually Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven's number 1,
Yep.
which is a great song and a great band, but it's not always number 1.
Right.
And that's with this.
I'm kind of iffy on this we're just hashing this stuff out, you know, just
Everybody's seen Easy Rider.
Easy Rider.
That's really what got everybody interested in choppers. And there's
Yeah.
a lot of, if you research it, there's a lot of controversy on the Captain America
Yep.
bike.
Oh, a lot of it. And that's what got, like you said, it's probably the most, for iconic.
And then Born to Be Wild.
Yep.
I mean, that anytime you hear that song, that's automatically what you think of.
Being 1 to 10, I'll say that's the most iconic. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if anybody's not seen it. And it's I'm not gonna say it's a good movie, but I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie either. Well,
Maybe
it's different.
Maybe the most influential. Movie.
If
we were doing a list of the top 10 most influential bike movies,
people say I want to do that.
It would have to be number 1.
I want to be like that.
Yeah. Throw everything away and just ride.
Yeah. And that
until you get shot in South Carolina.
And that'll put us to number 3, right?
Yeah, right.
Because everybody's seen this movie because it's more recent. Well, more recent.
2007.
2007, and you guessed it already. Wild Hogs.
Wild Hogs.
I don't.
Anybody that rides, if you got 3, 4, 5 guys that ride together on a regular basis, you see these traits from Dudley and Woody and all these guys.
It's amazing.
You see them in the people you ride with.
Yep, every one of them.
And if you don't see which one you might be, you're probably Dudley. If you're not sure which one of the crew that you could be, it's probably Dudley.
Yep. So what can you say? I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
And is it better than Easy Rider? By quality of everything and production, everything, I'll say yes. More not as iconic, but it's well known. I think that's what puts it there.
That, and it's also, I mean, you consider it a family movie.
Right. And to me, that's pretty, besides rare, it's pretty, but I mean, anybody that knows me knows I don't like a bunch of language. I can't deal with it, but anyway, we go Wild Hogs. It's a funny story. Yeah, it's hilarious. That brings us to number 2.
Then we get back in a little more serious.
Yeah. 1993, Beyond the Law. And
I wonder if that's when Charlie Sheen really started to go downhill after he made that movie.
might have been.
With the drugs and the hookers.
He might have just decided that was.
That might have been what pushed him over the edge.
Might have.
It's based on a true story.
Right.
Yep. Guy goes undercover in a motorcycle club and makes some huge arrest. And of course, it's the Hollywood spin, so I'm sure a lot of what's in the movie is not accurate to what really happened.
Right.
I mean, overall, it's a good movie and a lot of good-looking bikes in it.
Kind of.
And then it had Virgil in it.
Yeah, Virgil. That takes me to our honorable mentions. That put their spin, Hollywood put their spin on it and made it, blowed it up to start off good, but
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
blowed it up. Before we go to number one, that's what we're going to do is honorable mentions.
Yeah.
And this honorable mention here that I was on, and I don't know why it's not even in the top 10. Maybe because I didn't think of it till now, but television shows, and what we were just talking about is Sons of Anarchy. That is just, and I'll say up to my personal opinion, up to about season 3. I think it's 3. It was good.
For me, it was season 1, and then you're kind of invested in it.
Yeah.
So you're watching season 2, and you're hoping it's gonna get better, and it really don't. So well, maybe season 3, and then you end up just like quicksand. You're stuck in it.
Yeah.
You follow it all the way through
Yeah.
to the end.
And it might not be. It might have been the end of 2. I can't remember. It's been so long ago since I watched it all. But they got too far fetched.
Yeah.
Way too far fetched. You know.
Season 1 was kind of what it would have really been like.
Right.
And then it just got so.
And what it would have been like, extreme. What it been
Yeah.
like. But then, like I said, then when it got to edge, it went. Dude, you can only kill so many people.
Yeah, in a small town. I mean, people are gonna start disappearing.
So, another and
then the spin-off of it, the Mines MC.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Wines again. I don't know why. I watched too much wrestling, I guess, and they're even not even together anymore. So, man, actually, he passed, but
Yeah.
yeah, you got to spin off of that, the Mines.
I think it's still going. I think
yeah.
they're in season 3 maybe.
I watched.
So those 2 shows will be good. If it's real bad weather, you just want to sit down and just kind of binge watch for a few days or weeks.
Now, I'm going to ask Mike, the movie, and I don't know what year it was. There was 2 of them, part 1, 2, the original, then the second one. Why is Ghost Rider not on this list?
I like Ghost Rider. It's a good movie. But they made a mess out of it.
The second one they did.
They did real bad.
The second one just absolutely is I don't even count it. I wouldn't even put it in the top 100 if there is 100 biker movies out there. The second one I did not even. Nah, buddy, it wasn't much. The first one,
yeah,
I really dug. I actually went to the theater.
I did too.
And watched it, and it was. I thought it was well done. Why ain't it on this list? It is now.
Yeah.
I don't know where it belongs in there.
That could be the number 1 honorable mentions, Ghost
Yeah,
Rider.
yeah, because it's a biker movie, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I give it that. But I even got him, the Ghost Rider, in my office at work. Yep, sure do.
I was always a fan of the comic book.
Yep.
And
yeah.
Of course, the movie's nothing like the comic book. Really.
No.
I mean, they done a good job on the first movie.
Yeah.
And then different people done the second movie.
The second one I couldn't even follow. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. And Nicolas Cage will do anything.
Yeah. I guess I fell asleep. Time or 2. No. But that our last honorable mention. And Ghost Rider is more than an honorable mention, folks. And I like I said, I don't. But then again, it's not a biker movie.
You could, but then you could also make the old Clint Eastwood Right Turn Clyde. What is it? Any Which Way But Loose and all that.
Which way you can't. Yeah.
'Cause you got the Black Widows.
Yeah. Yeah. You've all been called that more than you get a few people together, Anyway, that will bring us to our number one pick of the top 10 biker movies for the winter time blues. And that would be from 1983.
No, 93.
That's Hey, there's a piece of paper right there. Don't you think I memorized this? 1990. It's sitting crooked though. 1993. I believe I just said it wrong. I seen it right. I said it wrong. 93 will be. See if you've heard of this one. You ready? Running Cool.
Not Cool Running. That's
Cool
the Jamaican bobsled movie.
Jamaican bobsledding is not what this movie's about.
Running Cool. I think you pronounced his name Andrew Divoff or something like that. I think he's Russian originally. He's like the star of it. It's super cheesy. I mean, it's worse acting than we're doing.
But it's number one.
But it's a great movie. And it's a feel-good movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going from Sturgis to South Carolina to help his buddy save his place from the, I guess, land-grabbing rich guy. You know, the classic stuff they done back in the 80s and 90s.
You reckon anybody agrees with our list?
Well, if not, leave us a comment and tell us what your top 10 is.
Yep. Is Ghost Rider on your top 10? Is Ghost Rider a biker movie? That's probably the better question.
Yeah.
Is Ghost Rider a biker movie? All right, we got number 10. Run through them real quick. Me and Will. Number 9, Wild One. 8, C&C Company. Number 7, Ride with the Wind. Number 6, Roadside Prophets. 5, The Hard Ride. 4, Easy Rider. Oh no. 3, Wild Hogs. 2, Beyond the Law. Honorable mentions, you remember them all. And number 1 was Running Cool. That's our list.
Yep.
We're sticking by it. And that reminds me of that metal show. When we start doing something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let us know what you think, what your top 10 are, at least your number 1. And of course, remember the Ghost Rider, if it's a biker movie or not.
Is Ghost Rider a biker movie? And what's your top 10 list?
Yep. Thanks for watching. Be good to one another. And always,
Torque it to spec.